And what I want to show you for your better understanding is that between fixed sampler of subdivision 1 and adaptive sampler subdivision set to 1 and 1, there is absolutely no difference, because simply here you are saying that you have no range you have no range for sampling. So you are saying that minimum number of samples is going to be 1, but at the same time maximum number of samples is going to be 1. So it's exactly the same thing as if you would put fixed to 1. And to prove this to you, I have this rendered already. So you can see here that if I slide like this, there is absolutely no change in anti-aliasing, right? So if I go to any part of our image, you see here that there is no change. So it's exactly the same thing. I did the same thing for fixed with 4 subdivisions, and for adaptive 4 to 4 subdivisions, to show you in one more example that it's exactly the same thing, and to have an even better understanding of what you are actually changing. So this setting right here would be exactly the same as adaptive set to 4 and 4, because again here you are not allowing any range of sampling. You are simply saying that minimum and maximum subdivisions is going to be 4. And if I go back to our render, you can again see that there is no difference, because I'm using this render and this render, which is fixed 4 and adaptive 4 to 4. So you can see that there is really no difference. It's exactly the same. Okay, I'm going to now leave the fixed alone, and I'm going to move to adaptive. So I'm going to select adaptive 1 minimum subdivisions and 1 maximum subdivisions, and I'm going to compare it to 1 to 2. Right? So in the right field we have image with adaptive subdivisions from 1 to maximum 2, and on the left we have the one with only 1 sample per pixel. So if I go a little bit closer in here, you can see that already allowing anti-aliasing work on subdivisions 2, that you are having much better result already. It's still not perfect, it still should be sampling more, but already this is causing quite big difference in what is happening in the render, right? So this is only 1 sample, and this is 1 to 2 samples, right? So the highest number of samples that are being used is actually 4, because we have subdivision of 2. If I go even higher and I am going to change from the 2 to 4, that would be my highest value, you can see that my line, or I can go to another situation, that for example here, this was the previous setting, and this is the setting where I'm allowing anti-aliasing to go all the way to 4 passes. So you can see that this line is almost perfect for the resolution that we are having. Now we are zoomed in of 200%. So in this you can tell the difference quite much actually. So this line looks quite good, and this line is much better than the previous example, but again it's nowhere to be compared to this one. And actually if you can see the difference between the render time, it's almost no difference. This render took 1 minute 15 seconds, and this took 1 minute 27 seconds. So the difference between time when we compare it to the quality of the render, it's nowhere to be matched in between these two settings.